Yeah, so welcome everyone for Sit Chat, a program which I organize every Thursday at 8:30 Indian Standard Time, 8:30 p.m. The main purpose is to really get people with experience and wisdom to share their thoughts to the others in the community of SIT, which is a community of startup entrepreneurs and startup enthusiasts. And this was started by Manoj Kabre, and I have volunteered to organize the SIT chat every Thursday at 8:30. So let me just give a very, very brief introduction to what kind of topics we speak here before handing over to Archana for addressing us and explaining her, what should I say, invention or creation or the magic of making sure that we come out safely from hospitals. So this is a program which I organize every. You're able to see my slide?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, every Thursday at 8:30 Indian Standard Time. This is a Zoom meeting ID. Anybody wants to join can just use this ID and join in. We talk on various topics related to startup, which you can see on this screen, or also to the business. Could be managing finances, bridging the skill gaps, scaling up of the business, finding the right mentor, marketing strategy, because every business has a problem. I can't really think of any business which doesn't have a problem. So we are here some kind of a problem solvers, you can say, go to for all these businesses. Our experts come with a lot of wisdom and experience. They definitely are quite knowledgeable in their respective fields. However, as a caution, I request you to please consult your trusted professionals before implementing any insight which you may have got from our SIT chat. With that brief introduction, let me introduce you to the topic of the day, which is on sterilization indicators for hospitals. Demand and supply, the entire market and entire, what should I say, map of this particular product, which is something new. I saw that for the first time in the WhatsApp group. Therefore, I thought Archana would be the right person to tell us all, because she is the one who promotes these products. And before I hand over to Archana, my name is Dinakar. I am a consultant, mentor, and a coach to various companies for them to improve their performance. And earlier to doing this, I was working in Bosch for a long time in various locations. And today I have some of my old colleagues in the SIT chat. Abhishek, welcome. And Bala, not really a colleague, but a contact who got established during my Bosch days. So he's also here. So thanks a lot. And then Archana, over to you, please. Please give a brief introduction of yourself too before you start explaining the product and the concept or the market which we are talking about. Yeah, please go on, Archana.
Yes. So, hello, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Yeah. First, to begin with, let me thank SIT Chat, Manoj, LK, and Dinakar for, having this as a successful chat program, and having been this particular program for so many months is, and that too, meticulously. And it's a very good initiative, let me say. And particularly this product is very dear to my heart. So I was very thrilled, to speak few words or lines or whatever about this product. So I'll quickly run you through my history. So after finishing my postgraduate in electronics, I was interned at one company, electronics product company, where printing was one part. There, all specialty printing was done. And I got to know that sourcing the products, raw material for that particular printing was very difficult. And I got to know about the potential of this particular segment that moment. And then I told them that I'll be your supplier. And then and there, I decided to be an entrepreneur, and I ventured into business. So I went to Mumbai and all over India and sourced those products and began the trading activity from my home itself. And of course, this was very initial phase. And so for bread and butter, I had to run to a few things. And then I parallelly kept on teaching in engineering colleges. So this went for 2-3 years. After that, I got settled, and I had my own place. Then I had my another place. Then the products kept on growing. We kept on growing horizontally, vertically. And then Prime Enterprises became a big brand in few years. So that was my first inning. Let me put it this way, because this is a trading firm, not at all into manufacturing. But while going through this journey, I noticed a big void in specialty printing space also. And I kept on thinking about it, that I already had the knowledge of sourcing all the specialty printing material. And we were already totally into B2B space. Uh, and we were vendors for Tata Motors and Bajaj and white goods companies in Pune, where printing was done. And we were registered as their vendors, and we kept on supplying the material, and the business grew, and we knew about the specialty products. Anyway, people came to us, approached us for various different specialty printing needs. So why not get into the printing itself? And then the startup boom was there. And then I thought of having this brand called Proto Print, which deals with specialty printing only. I do not think that there is such kind of uh, brand or the service which exists only for the specialty printing. But let me tell you, specialty printing, this word sounds good, but people really do not get an idea as to what is specialty printing from this. So let me just give you a few examples. In B2B space, there are various products which automobile sectors need, as to UV resistant printing substrates, or printing inks, or lamination films, or for injection molding, or particular those inks for high degree temperatures, low degree temperatures. There are various kind of requirements for tamper proof material, some shock proof material, and lot of stuff is there in printing, and allied products for printing. So that is the space where we are trading into. But as I told you, there are printing mechanisms, or the knowledge about these products is also not known. The automobile companies have their own small setups. Let us not say small, but they have their own, as per their own needs. They have in-house printing startups, where they have invested a lot in very state of the art machineries for printing and all. So if they want to subcontract, or if somebody other than these people need something special printing or special printed products, there is no mechanism. There are no printers who have the knowledge, or they do not know from where to make these raw materials also for these availables, from where to source these products. And also there is a big void into this segment. And so as I mentioned, we got into this brand Protoprint. But what happened was, it led me totally into, it somehow led me totally into B2C segment. And I was not at all comfortable in B2C segment, since I had never done that uh, mm, thing before, and I was not into that space. And I quickly came to know that this is not my cup of tea. And I was restless into that expansion or extension of my business, because it was not giving me that satisfaction of doing something relevant to this industry. And then I pivoted, and I was this Protoprint again was a service space. I wanted to go into product space. And then when I kept thinking and studied for a year or so, met lot of people, discussed with authorities, took insights from technical people, and then I, sort of studied on these indicators manufacturing part. So first thing you must have understood is this is a printed product, right? So I established a new company, Indicators Private Limited, wherein we manufacture chemical indicators. Yeah? So these are the preventive printed solutions for various industries. We have 4 products in our kitty to begin with. The first of it is sterilization indicator, which we have started generating revenue of, and we have onboarded few hospitals. The second is humidity indicator. As the name suggests, it indicates the moisture content or the humidity of the product, which may work totally different for different segment, as in probably agriculture or for the dehydrated food exports, something like that. The POC is ready, but we haven't yet sold or we haven't yet started generating revenue from this product. The third is a temperature indicator. It indicates the temperature, as I said. So that could be in few applications wherein maybe if you want the conditions to be certain temperature bound, and if it is not, if it is lesser or higher than that particular range, then there is, there is a threat of rejection or spoilage or something like that. Then for that particular application, we have this temperature indicator. Again, we are exploring the spaces where we can sell these items. But sterilization indicator, we are very sure about where it goes. Since this is from 1 year, we have already started generating revenue. So I will soon explain you about that product in depth to you. And last product is food expiry indicator, which we think is very critical. We have the technology, but we haven't yet started with building the POC also. It indicates the expiry of the any food item. It is a time bound printing. It is a 3-layer printing. It is very critical and niche printing. So we haven't yet, it will need a lot of attention and time period for that. We do not plan to have it as of now. Maybe in a year's time, we can go ahead with that. So this is all about Indicators Private Limited. If you have any queries about this, I am ready to answer, or else I will start sharing my the pitch or the presentation for sterilization indicator labels.
Yeah, Archana, maybe you do that first, and after that, we can talk about questions.
Yes, yeah, sure.
You are from Pune, right?
Yes, yes. So I forgot to tell that.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
Yeah.
Pune has a lot of interesting entrepreneurs in the mechanical products side.
In the mechanical, yes, yes. Pune is a hub for automobile, and that's why the allied industries in mechanical.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sterilization indicator. So these are essentially used in medical hospitals or pharmaceutical labs or aerospace, wherein you need to know that this particular process equipment is 100% sterilized or not. This doesn't tell you whether it is 10% or 20. This is not an indicative or exactly, it doesn't exactly tell you how much it is sterilized or something. But once the equipments are sterilized, the labels, our indicators, they change color, which is indicative of the sterilization completion. And this is a regulatory requirement for hospitals. So it is a mandate. Yeah. So this is how they look. They are totally chemistry, technology based products, printed. And we have developed this dye, or whatever you call, pigment or dye, this particular sensitive chemical material for this application. These are very inexpensive solutions. Of course, they are required in huge quantity, so the scaling up won't be a problem, and it is mandatory for all the hospitals also. So there are big autoclave machines for sterilization processes in hospitals. So when the process equipments like scalpel or anything, they go inside autoclave before any surgery for sterilization, these labels are put on those equipments, and once the sterilization process is complete, they change color. So these are few of the subcategories of that indicator. Depending upon the autoclave requirements, these labels are manufactured. Few have different specifications for autoclaves. Also, we have the tape for like if you want to cluster or combine all the equipments, then you need to have those particular tapes only. So we make those tapes also. So if you can see the pink bands, they turn black after sterilization. And then every hospital puts it in their ledger for tracking. It is a mandate. So the application is mostly, as you can see, healthcare facilities, autoclave or operative rooms, then laboratories, research laboratories, food laboratories also, biotech or pharma labs. Then application are in pharmaceutical, as I said. Wherever there is sterilization needed, even in aerospace, I think they have autoclaves. All the dental clinics, they have autoclave, all ophthalmologists, everybody. So yes, we have to keep monitoring the whether they are working or not, whether they are effective or not. We have some regulatory certificates also as per the medical bodies, norms and all. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
looks
that's
to
it.
be a very, very high-end product, Archana. This is something which is where you have the IP for this, or do you have a patent or something like that, or is it something which is
We have applied now.
you applied for a patent? Okay.
Process patent.
This must be something which is mandatory for all the hospitals, isn't it? Or
Yes, it is very much mandatory. It is a compulsory product for them.
but how are they doing it now?
Yes. So it is not that there was no option available. Yes, there was option available, but only 3M. And the procurement was very, very expensive, obviously,
Okay.
and very, very out of league or something. But once we started manufacturing, we came to know that it is not that expensive. It is not meant to be, it is not diamond or gold, like. So we started thinking, why not give advantage to the hospitals or the charitable trusts or the organizations which really work in rural healthcare segment. And nowadays we see that government is also having lot of rural healthcare units where they need this kind of advantage, those who really want this advantage. And so we are now looking for or looking to collaborate or give advantage to such institutes, charitable trusts, or the people who are really the real needy people who want the advantage of this.
Yeah, now suppose let us say you go to a foreign market, you want to export it. Would your product have any, will it violate any of the 3M patents, or it is not going to violate?
No way at all.
Because they also must be having patents for these kind of products, right? 3M. And there won't be any violation in
No,
your
no.
product.
We have seen that there are few subtle differences.
Mhm.
So that can, yeah, the technology wise.
And these products are now recommended by the Ministry of Health or something like that, or is it? It's not something which is mandatory.
It is not something which has come from the government as to you to use it or something, but people generally use it. Everybody uses it. I mean, all the hospitals, they know it. They use it.
So I think
The hospitals, not the OPDs, or I mean, whoever has the surgical facility, even the dental clinics, they use it. Whoever wants to sterilize the equipment, they use it.
I think you are on some kind of a cusp of innovation and growth, because if you look at what Intel did in 90s when the PC became popular, they started promoting their product because the PC cannot run without Intel. So Intel was more popular than the PC. Nobody would buy a PC; they would buy a Intel PC.
So
And in
3M,
your
nobody would
case,
buy.
in your case, I'm not sure. Have you thought of some kind of a campaign, a very, very focused campaign? Today, we have got one of the experts of the campaign in our chat to really see if we can create an awareness that when people go to a hospital or they go to a clinic or go to a test, they are asking for sterilization to be done with your products. That means you say that this particular location is sterilized with your products. Then it has a kind of a value in the market. Have you thought of that?
Not that kind of promoting, but we want to actually reach out to the people who really are not at all aware about this, just because of the uh, price impact of such products. So we really want to reach out to those people, because I think sterilization is, people are already aware of these things in at least urban areas. There are no hospitals which go without this. That is what whatever we have done work about this, we know, we have come to understand that. So most of the people, most of them, 80 to 90% are already using it, but the awareness is not there in other parts of the,
Okay, in the rural
yeah,
areas.
rural,
Yeah.
mostly because they don't come with the full-fledged facilities for everything. So there we want to, push the product, and also because of the price advantage, we really want people to get benefited of the price advantage,
Mm.
because 3M is charging bomb, let me tell you.
Yeah.
We had this option to go through, distributors, and shelve our profits by doing selling them in bulk and all. But we did not, want this path. We wanted to share our profits to the people who are really needy.
Mhm.
I mean, who really want to do this.
But you should not do it by incurring a loss, I suppose, right? You're not doing that.
Yeah. No, not losses, but having less profit. Yeah,
Less
it's
profit.
okay.
Okay.
But yeah,
Now,
but I think
see,
that's perfectly all right, because the
yeah.
way it impacts, it's perfectly all right if you want to give something back to the society. We are
Yeah,
perfectly
absolutely, absolutely. See, you seem to be somebody who is very much interested in researching with your printing background, with your expertise in what should I say, very rare printing requirements, and you have come up with 4 different products, right? One is for sterilization, one is for temperature, humidity, and the other one is for shelf life. Now, even for the shelf life, you're telling that, look, I can print a piece of paper and put it in the package so that if it is not green in color, let us say, then the product is already old. Is that what it is? Something like that?
exactly like it is that only.
Okay, okay, okay.
So
And have you?
it has to sense that time, you understand how difficult it is to develop this kind of chemical which senses the time lapse of the product
Yeah, okay. Super.
inside.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now we'll open up for questions. And Sandeep, you can also ask the question. You can only, he's the guy who is good in marketing and he's a marketing guru. You know Sandeep Ori?
I have read his name, but I don't know
हाँ,
him
so
personally.
he can show his face now. संदीप थोड़ा चेहरा दिखाइए और
I am
पूछिए.
not I am not a marketing guru here. Where did you get this from?
Ah.
Yeah. No, so I had a question on the ink, So it's a very interesting product. And uh, mm, what I wanted to know is the ink. Do you manufacture this yourself? Is it locally
Yes.
available or is something?
No, we manufacture at our end.
Okay.
The composition, all we have developed.
Okay. And that ink is the one that you got patented, right?
Yes.
The process of
Correct.
the ink. Oh,
The
okay.
process.
Makes sense. So, what's the entry bar, for somebody else to come in and do something like this? Because what will typically happen is, if people see that, hey, you can do this eventually and compete with 3M and make it a lot cheaper, what stops somebody from bringing, I don't know, a comparable product from, I don't know, Vietnam or China or something like that? Or even developing it locally?
Yes, that can happen. Locally developing it will take few years, but yes, that's the sad story of any innovation.
Yeah.
That doesn't
So,
remain, yeah,
yeah, because
innovation.
somebody could, it typically happens. Dinakar is like this. Nobody thought of it, and then somebody sees somebody else doing it and say, "Oh, wait, I can do this cheaper." And then
Yes.
that's where everything goes south. So
Yes.
probably the best thing you could do is make your money while you can, because eventually the competition is going to come in and you are going to have to drop the price. You may as well make a boatload of money if you can right now. That will help you keep innovating and stay one step ahead when the competition does come in.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
another
okay.
thing, Archana, one more question is your patent, whatever you're doing and whatever you're publicizing, is it a process patent or is it a product patent?
Process
It would be a
patent.
process. It would
Oh
be
my
a
God,
process.
that is dangerous. You should not do that.
Yeah, it would be a process. The product, how will you patent?
Yeah, you
it
can
will be-
patent that recipe, whatever that she has got, and then say that this is the product which I'm going to, because moment you patent the process, then you are exposing yourself fully. Because in
Yeah.
you are exposing yourself fully. In Bosch, where we used to patent, even today, Bosch is known for patenting maximum number in the world. We would only patent such process patents which we know that won't work. And we would patent only the product patents, not the process patents which work. Because there be a little cautious, Archana. One is patent would be say good, you can tell somebody that I have a patent, but when you are patenting, you are also disclosing the entire recipe, right?
That happens. That's the, really,
No,
even
but
while
can't you do it
giving,
as a product patent where you're talking about creating this? Then you will have an infringement with 3M possibly. If you do
3M,
that.
then that there is a clash there. Yeah, for the product patent, it will be a clash. There will be a
So
clash.
3M has a product patent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're smart.
Yeah,
Then
Birla
you
is
should
smart.
look at then don't do the process patent at all. Instead of that, is it possible to see right now the sterilization thing is only working on telling whether the product got sterilized or not, right? And you say you have developed something for temperature, you have developed something for humidity. Okay. Now your product will not only say whether it is sterilized or not, it will also tell whether the right process was followed or not. Think of that, offline we can speak about that and then create a different product and patent that. Don't process patent. I really strongly recommend not to do that because it will only open up your entire effort what you have put in.
Because
Somebody else will come up very quickly.
Okay.
very right.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other
Fair enough.
question? Any other comment?
What is the lifespan of this? What is the lifespan?
3 years?
3 years. That's good. Fair enough.
Lifespan means what? It's a shelf life, is it? Or
Shelf
what?
life. Yeah,
Yes.
shelf life.
For
Shelf
the
life of-
hospital stocking. If the hospital
Yeah,
wants
shelf
to
life.
stock it, how long it will be effective?
Effective, okay.
Effective.
And that would be the same for the others also, or only for this?
No, for all of them.
All of them, okay.
Because they are on the same, they're on the same chemistry technology, all the products. Only
Okay,
they work for different applications. But
Okay. Yeah. So anybody, any other question? Otherwise, I will keep discussing. Yeah, please go on, Rohit.
So, I competitors and can you hear me?
yes, now your voice was breaking.
Sorry, maybe internet issue. I'm asking, like, I just want to know who are your competitors and what pricing you work on, like.
3M,
What-
3M is the biggest competitor. 3M is the only one who has the material right now. And there are few European companies, but they have a very higher kind of products which are not into this space. They're into this space, let me tell you, but little different. I mean, very narrowed down applications. So 3M is the biggest competitor. Most of the distributors, they buy from 3M and sell it here.
No, in
Okay.
this group, if anybody can get of any idea as to how the product patent can be done, maybe we should all tell Archana. I will talk to her offline with whatever idea I have got, and others also. If you have got any
And
idea,
what is the
please
market
talk to
share at?
All hospitals,
Yeah, sterilization is about
1%, 2%, 3% of the entire Indian market?
sorry, your voice was
I mean,
breaking.
like, how much percentage of market you own? Like 1%, 2%, 3% of the entire market?
I mean the Indian manufacturing of sterilization or
Yeah, only in Indian
our company.
context.
Hmm?
Yeah.
So the Indian has all the share. I mean, whatever 3M is, you can have all the share. But we have onboarded
I'm
only a
asking
few
how much
hospitals.
market share? How much market share?
It could be 50, 60% also.
No, I think if I may answer your question, Archana,
Yeah.
what Rohit was asking is, what is your current market share in this space? I would imagine it would be very negligible, Rohit, because 3M is a market leader and there is a huge brand there. A hospital guy would prefer to buy the 3M brand instead of buying a what should I say, unrecognized brand, because it's a question of risk of health and all that. So I think entry barrier will be very, very difficult for them. It will not be easy at all because of the presence of 3M, and those hospitals who want to save money at the same time have confidence in Archana, they would possibly come to her. That has to get built up.
There is a point, Dinakar, but
Right,
let me
I
tell you
would,
what my experience is, what our experience is. On field, the hospitals actually do not bother about these things. There is a sterilization department there, CSSD department. They really, do not care. They have fixed set of distributor for them whom they trust. And that distributor can replace the product, so they are okay with it. Because this is a
yeah, absolutely right.
very low cost item for hospital. They just do not bother about price or anything. It is a
Yeah.
very cheap, I mean very inexpensive product.
So what I understand is pretty much distributor driven. The hospital doesn't really tell the distributor,
Correct.
I want 3M and nothing else. The
Correct.
hospital will, since it's not mandatory and statutory anyway, it's just it's a good to know. So they just say that, do you have a sterilization strip or something like that? And they say, yes, which one you have? Okay, 3M. Okay, fine. Send it. So tomorrow if they turn around and say, okay, we have a new vendor which has come in, acha, theek hai, chalo send that one. They say, okay, you have Steris coming in. Okay, you can send a Steris one. Who cares? So as long
Correct.
as I think Steris is also one of your competitors, right? I think European company.
Yes.
Yeah. So they'll probably just turn around and I don't think the hospital would really care. They'll just tell the
It is
distributor,
not,
bhej
yeah.
do. So that's it.
It is not very critical as the some robotic surgery
Yeah.
machinery where few of the people are involved. They are getting into the technicalities and all. This is absolutely not that kind of product, so they don't bother.
Under the
Any
new
I have a
regulations also, right?
any chance of getting this made mandatory or something like that?
Already it is mandatory, but there are no written mandates as such. But kind of everybody is using it only.
Okay.
80-90% hospitals are using it already.
Yeah, because if
I have-
if there's a government regulation which makes it mandatory, then suddenly you'll see price caps coming in.
Then you could be competitive. Then
Then-
3M may not be interested in participating also.
Yeah. So maybe there is merit in trying to make it mandatory.
Yeah, Balu,
Archana.
please go on.
Archana, I have a question. This is a fourth product, shelf life. Is it already out or it is under proof of concept stage?
No, we haven't had the prototype also ready yet. But the
Okay, okay.
technology is ready and it is, we will certainly be making it ready. POC will be ready in a couple of years, maybe.
Okay, okay. Because I see there will be a huge potential for that because almost all the items which are covered under food or under industrial use, the market will be tremendous. Because right now people depend upon what is printed on the package.
Which is very,
They don't.
very small and almost,
Yeah, only small.
incredible.
It is very difficult for you to trace it out. So if there
Yes,
is a
that
visible
product will be.
indicator, yeah, visible indicator will really come handy.
Yes,
And
this product will be very, very useful. And
Yeah.
when we tried to, discuss it with few people, they already mentioned us that they would be interested in this product. But as a, as a printing person, I know that it is a very difficult thing to do. So that is why we have kept it, we want to build some revenues and then we will go for that product.
no, Archana, if you have
Right.
got some idea, it may be worthwhile trying to see if you can get some funding from the government, because there are quite a few MSME schemes, startup schemes. And the second thing is, there you should never look at doing a process patent.
Mhm.
Since you are in the beginning part, only look at the product patent, and that product may not be available in the market. So once you get the product patent, then you are more or less monopoly. Nobody would be able to take that market.
So I'll keep that in mind. And
Yeah.
I will discuss with you offline also
Sure.
in depth about this.
Sure. And
And about grants, we have already applied for a seed fund, and there was for Barack. So let us see. We have been incubated with Venture Center now. So let us see if I can get some purely chemistry person who just modifies the product, and then we can get a product IP. Let us see how to take this forward for having our own the only product available in India.
okay, so we have got one of our participants here is yeah. Go on, Abhishek. Yeah, please.
Achna, short question. Did you compare the results of 3M and your product, and the results are almost same every time when you do the same process of sterilization?
Earlier, they were not. We took trials at Apollo Hospital,
Mhm.
and we made lot of changes and all. Now they are exactly same.
And how do you measure the accuracy? Like accuracy of the result in the color and the actual sterilization. Do you have a
Major
reference standard globally, or can we do some test in under the microscope and see whether it is matching with the result?
Yes, that is all done, but that CSSD department in hospital does this, and Apollo Hospital really, I must mention one CSSD person. He was Mr. Murli, and he helped me a lot for developing the products.
So it
And
is
there,
done in the hospital.
Yeah, they use their setup for trying and testing their team, their laboratories, and then we kind of studied on these products.
and how does it get you a certificate or something like that? What happens then?
Yes, many hospitals, we have the testimonials of hospitals wherever we are supplying.
Not testimonial. Is there any kind of a standard scientific certificate for
Yes,
who gives that?
a hospital gives that. CSSG department of hospital.
Oh, okay. They
But
test
This
there
is
must be,
approved under these conditions, under these tests.
but
They
there
give.
must be some global standard which Apollo Hospital will be following to do
Ah,
the test.
that is as per the medical association norms and all. That is for them to follow. But for us, it is the hospital's regulatory certificates which we get. Those are sufficient to, show to
Mhm.
other clients or other customers to validate.
Mhm.
Yeah, see, in our chat today, we have got Namrata Hegde. She's a biochemical engineer. Okay, she's working on a molecule for early stage detection of breast cancer. Okay, I don't know whether Namrata Hegde can be of any help to you. She's in our group, and Namrata, what was your take on this 4 products that Archana presented? Does it make any sense to you? Namrata, are you there? Yeah, please go on.
Yeah. Yeah, it does make sense. I just wanted to know, like, what exactly is the parameter which changes the color? Is it the temperature?
Yes, the sterilization time and the temperature of that autoclave.
Okay. At what temperature exactly does it change the color?
That is, the autoclave temperature is very standard. These labels are very standard. As per
Okay.
the total autoclave setup, whatever the autoclave settings are, we have made as per that.
Okay. Usually in our labs, we do at 121 degrees centigrade at 15 lb pressure for 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
That's
It is up to,
the
it is
usual
up to
standard.
200. Okay, okay.
It's up to?
200 also.
Okay.
And Namrata, this other thing which you was talking about, where you have a material which would turn to a different color after some time. You have any ideas on that? She says she's got some basic idea, and that has to be developed. That's a big product, right? If suppose you got a kind of a strip which is put into a packaging, which would turn into a different color after some time, after aging.
Okay.
You have any idea on that? What could that be?
I have no idea. Maybe probably possible because the different kinds of chemicals we usually use for as indicators and all.
But then that would the reaction should go on for such a long time, right? It possibly should be based on reaction or half-life
Yeah.
or something of that kind.
Yeah,
Which-
maybe reaction with oxygen in the air or something like that.
Okay. And you have got you've done any POC there, Archana, for this last product which you spoke about?
No,
No. Is there anything available in the market?
no,
No. Because
no, nothing.
you have to basically measure accurately the duration of a reaction, right? You should be able to control after some time that reaction should happen. There should be some kind of a timer.
We know the technology behind it, but I wouldn't be comfortable sharing it in
No,
detail.
that's okay.
here.
No, I'm not interested. I'm not. But what is important is if something like that is available, maybe you could use our community and then try to see if something can be made as a POC, because that has a bigger market, like what Balu was selling. It's a huge market.
Certainly,
And
certainly.
if you can make it as a product patent, then it is quite a good outcome. Really, very, very good.
Yes, yes.
So
That's
it's
a very.
like,
In fact, we were thinking of having a print whether if there are 48 hours remaining for the product to expire, the letters will automatically pop up that there are 48 hours left for expiry. Once it is 24, the 48 will disappear and 24 will remain. So that is what we want to develop. So that is the idea of the product. So I don't know how much it is successful, or we know how to do it. We know we have the
the concept.
technology. Yeah, but let us see. I mean, while developing, there are various challenges. So
Yeah, I can understand. I can understand. So anybody else have any comment? Any question to Archana?
So-
I think it is quite exciting.
There are a couple of companies abroad who have created printable ink which conducts electricity, right? So maybe I don't know if that can be of use to you.
we sell that. We sell that. We have products. We have products made out of that. We have been collaborated with IIT Kanpur for this technology. And yeah, I'm very well aware of this product.
Okay,
All
so if I
these,
want, so once again, so ma'am, if I want a vial of ink to test on the projects, create projects out of it, can you sell it to me?
Yes,
Possible?
100%.
Yeah, I didn't know if this was available in India. Yeah.
Oh, very
I was
much.
searching for a project quite long back, and I had to import stuff and it failed. It was bad. Yeah.
So also
And
the
yeah, the
information
couple
to
one
everybody
thing I
that
want to tell you and all the people right. Yeah, I just want to convey one thing to everyone present here. When we talk about competition, right? So we should not consider ourselves as competitors to big guys till the time they consider us as competitors to them.
Okay. Yeah, good one.
yeah, sure, sure. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See, I think it is important also to note that Archana would be in a position to supply special printing materials also for any need, whether it's a corporate need or a commercial need. I remember there was this guy who came from Germany. He was showing about some kind of screen printing. I don't know what kind of printing you do. Screen printing also should be possible, right?
All. Yeah.
Screen printing of circuits onto components. For example, you have these coffee vending machines which have got various buttons, right? The entire button there is only printed. There is no circuit there. The entire all the switches can be printed. Then transistors can be printed using multiple chemicals as different layers, and that entire unit which has the push buttons on a coffee vending machine, all those things are printed. There is no component is really attached there. Everything is printed behind that glass.
So we can very well do that. We have all the raw material also for that. I mean, yes, it is easily doable in India. Not
So
very difficult.
he wanted
Even
to
LEDs printed. LEDs can be printed with the ink. It is with the ink.
Okay, and it can, that means it can be kind of composed on top of the substrate.
Yes, with the electroluminescent ink. Yes.
Now, if that is the case, Archana, do you have any kind of a catalog which shows what all can be done? Because it can open up a huge, what should I say, huge opportunity for creative designers, right? What all could be done?
Yes, very much.
Do you, Archana, do you have I mean, have you, the inks that you use, these are standard inks or you need some, I don't know, fluorescent type pigments
For
making your ink, which you print?
my inks in indicators.
Yes.
No, it is very different technology. It is not ink. It is a pigment which is a combination of few chemicals.
Chemicals. Okay. So you don't use any fluorescent pigment or something like that, to put into whatever you do?
No need.
Oh, nothing.
No,
Okay.
no need.
So the reason I was asking is there's somebody I know who does this, so they make these fluorescent pigments which you put into other products, so you can, get like you have these, plastic folders, or if you have certain paints that you want, maybe nail paints or things like that. If you want the fluorescent shade, you have to put a fluorescent, like a equivalent of a master batch for, extrusion. When you do plastic extrusion, you have an equivalent of a master batch. So you put a fluorescent kind of a pigment in that, so these guys manufacture it in India. So that's the reason I'm asking that. Do you need something like that, or you make your own concoction?
No. For the sourcing materials in our trading company, we may need it. And definitely I will connect
because that
with
could
you
be a
after.
different spin on it, because if others are using regular inks, and if you can, put in a slightly fluorescent shade, now you have a different product which is different, so.
Yes,
So, we're talking of product differentiation, so you can patent that, so you use your own method and you combine, 4 other different types of things, and now your product looks different as well, so.
that way.
Yeah, Abhishek,
We
you are a
also
question.
have, I just wanted
hold
to, just on that note, we have aromatic inks also, range of aroma inks,
Interesting.
which smell, and they're really wonderful. We have made a few wedding cards or on plantation
You have
papers,
those
aroma inks.
children's scratch and sniff books that you used to get, remember?
Yes. No, we
You
have those
scratch
inks.
and
Yes,
it's like strawberry, so there, yeah.
we have those inks.
Oh yeah, okay, that's awesome. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Abhishek, go on.
Yeah, Archana, regarding the fourth product which measures the time lapse, I was able to think about quartz. I hope you are aware. So quartz is a material which is quite insensitive to the environment, temperature or vibrations but it has its own oscillations and is more accurate. That is being used in our clocks. That is why they used to be called as quartz. So
Quartz.
that can be, I don't know what are you designing, developing, but you can use that as a component of your development, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just study about it.
Yeah.
It generates very accurate oscillations, and that is how the clock becomes more and more accurate.
Sure.
Okay. So, Archana, one request I have is based on whatever we spoke now. Do you have a catalog which says what all could be done with your ink and print?
I can make one. We do not have because there's so much of diversity here. I mean, in the applications that I really do not understand as to which needs to be catered. There are
No, but
B2B
whatever
segments.
that you have done, see, you must be supplying to decals also, right? Decal manufacturers.
Yes.
So decal manufacturers have got luminous ink and luminosity, all that is there in decal, correct?
Yes. Then I have a pitch deck for that, which I can for the Protoprint brand, which is totally into specialty printing. So it has lot of stuff, variations and all for Protoprint. That's a brand which deals with the specialty printing stuff, trading or printing. Also, I can share it, no problem.
Do you want me to connect you to SJS? SJS is a company in Bangalore.
Oh yeah, I know very well SJS. Yeah. Yeah, sure. You know someone from that company?
Yes.
Oh, it's a very big customer for us. SJS will be a.
You already supply or you're not supplying?
We do not supply. We supply to Pune Metagraph in Pune, Classic Stripes, Mumbai.
Okay. And 3M, of course, you can't supply because 3M would be your competitor buying from the competitor. It won't work.
No. 3M we do supply, but that is different materials.
Different materials. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In trading, we do. We are a 3M distributor.
Okay.
For other products.
Okay.
For trading.
Okay. Yeah, Abhishek, you had a point here. Please go on.
Yeah, I am Archana. I'm from the corrugation industry where the printing also happens on the boxes. So,
Yes.
do you supply to those industries as well?
Yes, there is a very big European company in Pune in corrugation. They have approached us for this innovation. They said if you want to print something, differently from on corrugated boxes or something, you can do it. So there is one product from our this thing which is shock resist indicator. If you print that, it changes color. So that can be put on corrugated boxes for the shock resistant items which need to be put correctly. They
So
cannot be
it's a color or like it's a ink. What you are talking about? I have
ink.
used those indicators which has a jerk, then it changes. So it is a physical indicator, but this is a ink.
This is a ink which prints that. Yeah, it's one and the same thing. You can have your label also. Or if you are into pharma packaging also.
No, I'm in the corrugation industry, so I know many people who make the corrugated boxes, and we are making corrugators. So we make the box, and then the conversion happens on the converting side, which you are well aware. So
Because
I
in
visit many
pharma,
customers like this. But I'm specifically asking about the branding printing, like what is printed on the corrugated boxes, the red color, red, green, yellow, the branding. So do you supply those inks as well?
yeah. Those are PVC inks, no? Normal.
No, those are standard inks. So your inks are different from the market in some way?
No.
It's
These
the
are
same.
this is very price sensitive segment for corrugation. So I don't think that we have anything, the value add there. It is just the opacity which they need for corrugation because the corrugated boxes or what the material is, they absorb the ink.
Exactly.
So they want, so highly opaque, but it is, the more opaque ink, the
But clear
coverage
print
is,
you get.
yeah, brighter you get, but coverage is less again. So it's, it's, you have to, it's a balance you have to strike in between that.
So Archana, really commendable, I say, despite having been bombarded with all kind of questions, you have been quite calm and quite resolute in whatever you have been doing. My
So
compliments to you. Hearty congratulations.
Experience was speaking everything.
Yeah, but hearty congratulations to you on that.
Fabulous.
So before we end, I would request Amarji. Amarji is our senior. I don't know whether you have met him. He's there on the call. So he would generally conclude our sit chat session. Amarji, please go on. It's over to you.
Thank you, Dinkarji. And a good session, a knowledgeable session again today. I think so. We are in the move of Modiji's words, Atmanirbhar Bharat. And truly very well done by Archanaji. Innovation, as you say, is the key to success. She has put her efforts very well. I think so. What she is shared today is going to change dynamics of sterilization. We always believe in a brand. Brand is not that moves. It moves definitely with its name, but what kind of effort you have put to make it makes all the difference. A quality product always sells well, I say. I think Sasunaji, you are doing very well. Keep it up. You have a long way to go. And any day you can reach me for any support. I have a good connect with few hospitals as a Rotarian, and I would definitely support in your endeavor. You have already shared the joy of giving to NGOs and other places. I love to work with you again. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you
And
so much.
for the ones who are on the call, would you like to switch on your camera so that we can take a thumbnail shot and all of us can come on the thumbnail?
If
Thank you so much.
my last few I want to share is, if you really find printing very excited now after this session, then you can offline really connect me to understand lot of stuff from printing, and I'm really passionate about printing. And though I have been from electronics background and I have taught at engineering colleges, but I'm very passionate about printing, and whoever wants to understand more about printing can really reach out to me.
Thank you
And
so much,
thank you
Archana.
so
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.